also make Gemini respond to you like Tony Stark or Snape, whoever you want it to make it have a more conversational style environment, right? Hey, JB here. In this video, we're going to talk about how to use Google's Gemini, and it is fantastic. So, real quick, Google Gemini, it's a chatbot just like ChatGPT, Grok, all the others like that, but they all differ in a little bit. So, I'm going to talk about how to use it, but I want to talk a little bit about Gemini and why it's different. So, of course, with Google Gemini, it's pulling information, everything that it does, from Google. So it's got the whole search engine attached to it, whereas ChatGPT Googles, like it actually searches. Gemini's got it built into it. So Gemini's better at pulling information from real time from Google. So just key point there. Now, Gemini, it's like the others. You can ask it a question. For example, I was like, what can you teach me from OpenStax? This is something that's really neat. OpenStax is something that's built into Google. It pulls information from to teach you like mathematics, science, business, social sciences, humanities, including the sciences. You can get into like programming code and things. And I had to give me a lesson plan. Super neat. So remember, OpenStax. You can have it teach you whatever subject you want. It's amazing. You can also have it generate images. Just type right here, generate me an image of a student studying. Pretty basic. Just what most chatbots do, right? Now, let me go over some of the things that make Google Gemini actually stand out. And that's called their gems. This is the coolest part with Google Gemini. Except it's not going to load for me. Let's try again. So a gem is kind of like a built-in... Think of like ChatGPT having their GPTs you can make. A gem is kind of its version for Google Gemini. There's some pre-built ones here, like Brainstormer or Storybook ones. Well, these rotate in and out. You can click Show More to find more. But you can also create your own. So this is really neat. So I've already made one. You click on New Gem. And then you just type in your name, what you want it to do, and then the instructions. So the instructions are big. For example, let's say I wanted to learn how to code in JavaScript. Okay, I would put that in here of teach me JavaScripting and microlearning. It's like 5 to 10 minute learning sessions daily. Great way to learn. Awesome for retention. So I could use that. It's like build me out a lesson plan to teach me microlearning. And better yet, if you go down here to knowledge, it's got where you can upload files for it to reference. So if you have a school textbook, PDF version of it, upload it into here. Tell it teach me chapter 1 and make it at a 5th grade reading level. You could do all sorts of teaching in a simpler way. So over here, I've got one, I just called it physics using AI. Basically to teach me physics on a daily basis. But it may not let me, oh, here we go, edit. So here's how I have it built out. Uses OpenStax to teach me physics, and then in the instructions, create a microlearning environment of 5 to 10 minute daily study sessions. And then down here at the bottom, I said, use the PDF to guide the microlearning. It's a study on how to have AI enhance microlearning. So I have it referencing this PDF to guide the microlearning. And then if we open up, I went ahead and just searched for today, like give me today's lesson. And so it's got the whole plan right here for day 1. We're going to cover motion, distance, and displacement. So it'll do a mini lesson, then it'll do a digital flashcard session, and then scenario-based learning, and then a little quiz at the end. So microlearning, it's a really cool way to actually pick up subject. But more importantly, gems in Gemini. This is where Gemini shines. If you're using Gemini, you need to use the gems. Now, unfortunately, you can only use it so much per day unless you upgrade to the Pro version, but it's still great to use, especially if you're doing the daily microlearning style, right? And then if you go down to settings, you can change it to where, instructions for Gemini. You can change it to how Gemini responds to you. You could say, I want short and concise answers, but you can also make Gemini respond to you like Tony Stark or Snape, whoever you want it to make it have a more conversational style environment, right? So that's Gemini in a nutshell. It's great for accessing real-time data from Google. So use that instead of ChatGPT if that's what you're needing to do. But ChatGPT is still like a go-to for writing essays, for example. Alright, well, if you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content. Take care.